I'm number 3038545. I'm here today to explain about my individual reflection on our overall project of our masters. So our project for the masters is video game data analysis. Our client is Rajvinder Kaur and our tutor is Deepa Mani. We started our project on 23/7/2021 and ended our project on 16/10/2021. Our team consists of four members: Gurpreet, Sandeep, Shravan, and Santosh. Gurpreet Kaur is our team leader. Coming to the skill set, I'll relate it to our project and explain it to you. Identify the gap and research. So when our client came to us with a project of video game data analysis, her idea is to develop a video game in the market, but to understand the market trends, to understand the sales and how she can be successful in the market, she needs some data analysis. As the video game data and sales data is updating day to day, it's changing every day. It's hard for us to, it's hard for her to understand the data and analyze the data to come to a conclusion. So she came to us with a project of video game data analysis. Then we tried to understand the project and we tried to create data visualizations and develop a database for her data to update directly without having a hassle. Organize and manage the project team. So as now we understood the project and we understood the requirements of our client, we organize our team of four members to work on this project. And in all, we consider all the aspects: time, cost, scope, and quality of the project. Work as a part of a collaborative team and maintain a professional relationship. So when we are working in a team, we try to maintain a professional relationship and communicate in a professional way with each other to work in the project. Uh, Working with industrial standards approach and methods of a project. So when we are trying to work in this video game data analysis project, we try to do things in a professional way. We try to create visualizations, create database, and maintain database and update the data, uh, filter the data. All these are done very professionally using the professional tools. Use a variety of project management, collaboration, modeling, and analysis tools as required. So we try to use Microsoft SQL Server, Microsoft Power BI. So SQL Server is used for the database, and Microsoft Power BI is used for the data visualization. So we use the professional tools to complete this project and to use in this project. Problem solving and critical thinking. Coming to the problem solving and critical thinking, as I already said, when we hear the client's problem, we try to solve the problem using our critical thinking abilities. We try to find the solutions for her problem and create a proper visualizations which solves all her problems regarding the data analysis in the video games. Coming to the stream specific knowledge I used in this project, the knowledge which I gained from big data analytics, real-time analytics, business intelligence, and data warehousing. These were mainly used for my database maintenance and filtering the data in my database. The knowledge which I gained from understanding digital revolution and professional research and communication. This knowledge is mainly useful for my literature review and literature research which I did for my project. IT service management and professional culture. The knowledge which I gained, the skills which I got from this course were mainly used for my project management and managing all the tasks in my project. Foundations of programming, enterprise system, and supply chain operations and management. The knowledge I gained from these particular courses was mainly useful for my data visualization tools and data visualization creations. I've created so many visualizations, and while creating these visualizations, I've done them professionally by using the knowledge which I gained from enterprise systems and supply chain operations and management. Coming to the programming, foundations of programming, the knowledge I gained from it was used in writing the DAX formulas in my data to do the filtrations and creating more tables. Coming to the project timeline, it almost took 80 days for us to complete this project to an end product which can be submitted to our client from the scratch with non-structural data. It took 80 days for us to complete the whole thing. Initialization is for 7 days. In these 7 days, we try to understand the problem of our client. We try to uh, properly investigate what the problem is and how the potential solutions can be given to the problem. In planning, it took 14 days for us to plan the project and understand the deliverables of our client. So what we should deliver to our client. So the Power BI visualizations, the database, and everything. It took us for 14 days to plan the things. Coming to the execution, it took us 52 days because most of the project is completed in this execution stage. We created sprints, we created visualizations, we updated the database, we filtered the data, and everything was done in these 52 days. We have 3 sprints, which we did 3 different type of analysis in the data, and all of this was completed in 52 days. Coming to the closure, to wrap up the things with the database and with the Power BI, and to create the access for our client and to give the credentials and access to our client, it took 7 days for us to hand over the project completely to the client from our hands. Coming to the description of large 3 contributions I made to the project, uh, the fact is that we all contributed equally, and in each and every task, we all try to take part in the project because we need to learn the things from the project. But to mention the large scale contributions here, I would mention uh, taking part in creation of the data set, creation of visualizations and dashboards in Power BI, and doing the literature review will be my largest 3 contribution. Taking part in creation of data set. If you want me to show the proof that I've taken part in creation of data sets, if you observe here, all these Excel files here were used to create the data from the unstructured data. For example, I'll show you one Excel sheet here. So these are all the tables I've created for the data in the data set. So this table gives information about the game. This table gives information about the sales in various countries. And these are all the values from the data. And I try to create in such way all the tables and give links to it. So this is where I contributed to the data set. And coming to the data visualizations and dashboards, I'll show you those in Power BI itself. So these are the dashboards which we created. So for our project, we created dashboards of sales analysis, market snapshot, which our client can understand about the market, demographics of the video game data, and analysis of prices in the video game. So each of these dashboard was useful for our client to understand the market, know about the video games, and analyze the prices in the market, analyze the sales in the market. So I try to contribute more in the visual creation of visualizations in the dashboard. For example, if you want me to tell for the visualizations which I created, I'll give an example in this dashboard. Here I created forecasting of average installation prices until 2030. I also created count of installation in millions by gender, classification and genre, installation price with respect to genre and platform. So like this, in each and every dashboard, I contributed less or more to the creation of visualization. Coming to the things which I did uniquely during this project, uh, I'll explain each and everything. So creating meetings. So we did meetings with our client and tutor every week so that we can update the progress of our project to the client, and we can get suggestions from our tutor to improve our project. Assigning tasks for each assignment. For each assignment to complete, 4 of us try to assign tasks to each other so that we can complete the project. Preparing deadlines. Though we have the deadlines for our project, we try to create internal deadlines for our work so that we can meet the end deadline in a proper way without doing any delays. Uh, Microsoft SQL Workbench and database. So this is the database which we use, Microsoft SQL. So we got so much knowledge about Microsoft SQL while this project because we worked on it. Power BI and visualization creations. The things we this is also a thing which I have to mention because we use Power BI to create the visualizations for our client to understand the market and understand the sales as well. Presentations. We did so many presentations during our project to our client so that she can understand what we are doing and how far we are in reaching the requirements of our client. Practical usage of Agile methodology and Scrum framework. Before this project is taken by us, we only know that we use agile methodology for the project, and it's an efficient way to use for completion of project. But while doing this project, we used it practically, and we understood the use of it and how it is efficient to complete the project. Research and literature review. To complete this project, we have to do so much research on what are the visualization tools which I can use to create the visualizations for my client to be very clear, and the database which I can use, and about the data as well, how the market is and how the market trend is going, what are up and downs in the market and why those happen. This is all the research we did for our client. And coming to the creative and critical thinking, communication and report writing, teamwork, team management, project management, risk management. These are the aspects which we implemented in our project by all the team members to complete this project in a very efficient way. For example, communication and reporting. So to report our project to our client and our tutor, we used a professional way like emails and presentations and meeting them face to face with our presentation and all. But as part of our team, we also did informal communication using WhatsApp, doing phone calls to communicate seamlessly and complete the project in an efficient way. Risk management. When we are trying to do some changes in our visualizations, we also do the risk management. How the things will affect if we do these changes. We also try to do it in an efficient way so that our project looks better and reaches the requirements of our client. Quality assurance. We Our client requires our project to be in a high quality. So we try to do our project in a high quality within the limited time bound. So we achieved the quality according to our requirements of our client, as we have feedback from her. Business and data analysis. So in our data analysis, as our project is mainly based on the data analysis, we implemented Power BI and used it to do the data analysis. We learned a lot during this course, during this project while doing this project. Professional documentation. So we did this professional documentation so that our client can understand and reuse the product when we hand over it to our client directly. So this professional document is required when she gets some doubt or when she have some problems with the product. She can refer this documentation so that she can solve the problems by herself without contacting us. Other things which I want to mention here is using the advanced pie and donut drill down charts and data source that which we can use in the Power BI. This is the flexibility of Power BI actually. So to explain here, for example, this visualization here, installation prices with respect to journals and platform is a drill down donut chart. If we observe here, it's both with journals and platform. So action, sport, shooter, these are all the platforms here. These are all the journals here. So if you want the details of action journal, if you click on this, you'll get all the details about the platforms which were involved in the action journal. So PS2, PS3, these are all the installation prices with respect to the action games. So this drill down chart gives a lot information compared to all the other charts. So the other thing which I want to mention is the data flexibility. We expected to get it from a workbook, Excel sheet, or from the database, but we also can import the data into the Power BI using many other forms. For example, it can read the data from the text format as well. It can read the data from the web. So if you just give a link to it where the data is present, it can analyze the data from that web URL and then import the data into the Power BI. So here is where the data will be imported into the Power BI. Coming to the things I like most, uh, clear instruction to various mediums. So our tutor tried to give us clear instruction using face-to-face interaction, using Zoom meetings. And when possible, she tried to send us emails regarding the videos which can solve our problems, which can answer our questions. When we have a problem with our project or when we have a doubt in our project, we try to email our tutor, and she replied very fast as soon as possible. She replied with a solution to it and a video to watch so that we can understand how to solve the problem if we are feeling a bit difficult. Continuous evaluation. We try to explain our project in various weeks with our client and tutor as well. So our client try to inform us if our project is not according to her requirements, and to develop it, we try to interact with our tutor and ask her how to improve it, and she gave us solutions, and she gave us ideas how to improve it, and that's how we continuously evolved in our project and improved our project in a way such that it meets the requirements of our client. Flexibility, as we are having four members in the team, and our tutor is there to help us regarding the project in any forms of doubts. In a real world project, in a job, we really won't have a tutor or a mentor who can support us during the project to understand and solve the problems. But here the flexibility is we have a tutor and we have a lecture as well, which I mean, in which they are trying to help us to understand the project and how to deliver the project in efficient way. This is how our project went flexibly. Practical approach. As till now, before this project, we only have the theoretical knowledge on how to do the things, how to do the create visualizations, how to use the database and all. But while doing this project, we did everything practically, creating the database, creating the visualizations, filtering the data and everything. We did practically on the real world data, so that we try to gain the practical knowledge from the project. Learning opportunity. So this is a great learning opportunity for us to learn the things practically, which I already mentioned. We learn all the things practically during our project, which is a awesome way to learn. A continuous feedback. As I already mentioned, we have a continuous feedback from both our tutor and our client as well, so that we improve our project in such a way that it is in industrial standards and very high quality, which our client is appreciating. Ideas to improve this course is, it is a very little thing to mention, but as I want to mention this, we did all our data filtration and data creation, and creation of new tables from the existing tables and everything in the Power BI itself. We did not use database for that one. So I think it is better if we use database as well with the Power BI, because in the future, if we have to work without Power BI, if we have to work with any other visualization tool, we have to make the changes in the database itself. So if you, I mean, it will be great if we try to include the changes and data modifications in the database also. I know it's a bit complex, but if we get used to it, it may be beneficial for us. That is what I feel to mention in the improvements. Thank you for listening to me.